Hi, this is Tim of the Watchbox, Dubai Watch Week 2021 with the 2021 GPHG Innovation Prize winner from Bernhard Lederer, a longtime independent watchmaker best known for building things for other brands. He's been a go-to guy for engineering over many years. However, this watch, first previewed last year, is perhaps his magnum opus. Now, it's called the Central Impulse Chronometer, and as the name suggests, it is a chronometer certified at both the COSC and the observatory in Besançon, France. Now, the watch has a unique guilloche hobnail cut to the center dial, and you can get the dials in silver or blue, 25 pieces of each in white gold. But the real news here is his unique double direct impulse, double remontoir d'égalité movement, manual wind. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. We'll get as close as we can without corrupting the focus. You can see there are two separate barrels, both wound with the same crown. Now we move downstream, you can see that spiral springs, hair springs, have been implemented in the drivetrain, acting as remontoir d'égalité. So they are constant force devices based on a spring that is a buffer between the power reserve source, the mainspring, and the escapement, where the actual impulsing of the balance takes place. If you take a close look, you can see that they very slowly mete out their energy, and there are two wheels directing their energy against the balance only in its direction of travel. So there is no conventional Swiss lever here. The wheels impulse the balance directly. So not just a central impulse chronometer at the center of the movement, a double direct impulse chronometer. The movement has a lovely depth to it, as you can see. It does not look askance to fine finish. The beveling is gorgeous. The frosting of the base plate and the bridges is absolutely impeccable. And then there's a lovely satination across the top of the structural bridges leading down to the escapement. Now, depending on the source, this watch has either a 38 or a 40-hour power reserve, and I suspect there is some variability inherent in the handcrafted watch that might make both true in various cases. The watch is incredibly thin. It has a bubble-style sapphire on the back and then a cambered sapphire on the front, and though it is 44 millimeters in diameter, it's only 12.2 millimeters thick, so it's about as thin, if you will, as a Rolex Daytona. Now, the watch is also quite narrow across the wrist, as it's 46 millimeters from lug to lug. Don't think of it as a 44, think of it more as a 42 or a 41, and you get the general sense of how this is going to fit. Bernhard Lederer is an exceptional engineer, and that really shows in this watch. The prototype that he debuted last year wasn't as compelling as what ultimately resulted in the production model. A combination of aesthetic grace and engineering virtuosity, and again, with the finish giving up nothing to anyone in the business. This is a no-excuse watch from one of the most innovative minds of our time. This is the Bernhard Lederer Central Impulse Chronometer at Dubai Watch Week 2021.